Hello friends, welcome to Sarah's Stitchery. I'm Sarah, this is Lily, and this is Daisy. I thought I'd bring the girls on for a second because I haven't brought them on in a while. I used to show Daisy a lot before we got Lily, but now that there's two of them, it's a lot harder. But I thought the Daisy and Lily fans out there would be happy to see them. So if you're new here, these are my dogs, Daisy and Lily. Daisy, the sleepy one over here, is a Chiweenie. We've had her for about 3 years. And Miss Lily here was a new addition to our family back in February. They are both rescue pups. Not quite sure what kind of dog Lily is. And I think she's around 2 years old. But these girls are great friends and they're the sweetest pups. And I thought everybody'd like to see them for a second, but I'm gonna put them down because there is no way in the world I can film a Flosstube with these girls on my lap. So goodbye, friends. They're gonna get down off my lap and they're gonna go have a little snooze in their beds. All right, hop down. Hop down, there we go. Okay, I'll lift my chair up a little bit. There we go. Oh, I think that's as high as it goes. Anyway, hello, welcome. My name is Sarah. This is my channel where I talk all about my cross stitch. So I believe this is Flosstube episode number 18, and today is September 7th. Long time no see. It's been a while since I filmed a video. I did film a recent video with my friend Sarah, Handmade by Sarah W. We do a little segment on our channels once a month that we call Stitching with the Sarahs because we stitch a lot of the same things. So I did recently put that video up on my channel here. And also, you can find the same video over at her channel, which is called Handmade by Sarah W. And you can follow her over on Instagram at Handmade by Sarah W. My Instagram has a different name than my channel here on YouTube. My Instagram is Stitchy Sarah Reads. So if you don't follow me over there, I'd love for you to join me over there. I post a lot of pictures of my stitching over there. Let's see. So, like I said, it's been a while since I've been here. It's been about a month since my last video. Since I filmed last, I have gone back to school. I went back to school on August 8th. So, I've been back at school for a month now, and it has been just very hectic. You know, as you can imagine, going back to school and just getting back into the swing of things. So, been very busy, and I had my first sickness of the year. I was sick all last week. I'm still not 100%, but I'm better than I was. So here we are. I figured today was the day. Let's do a video because if I wait any longer, I'm going to have too many things to show. Although my stitching did slow way down when school started back up. So I don't have as much things as I would have, you know, had I missed a month any other time. But just going back to school is really put a cramp in my stitching time, you know? There's just been so many days where I've come home from school and I'm just like so mentally exhausted. Like I just can't even stitch. I just have to sit on my couch and close my eyes, but no worries. I have been stitching. There are things to show you. So let's dive right in. I did go ahead and decorate my house for fall and Halloween. I put away all my summer stitches, all of my bees and my strawberries, and I got out fall and Halloween. So I thought it would be fun to show you some of my, all of my previous Halloween and fall finishes. I hope you don't mind seeing them. There are quite a few. I'll go through them kind of fast, okay? If I know the details, I will tell them. If I don't, then I won't. Okay, let's start with this piece that I finished last year. And these aren't in any particular order, just the order I'm picking them up in. This piece I did last year. This is on a fun like signpost finishing board from Chantel's 141. And this pattern was from, or is from Silver Creek Samplers. I think it's called Flying Lesson. No, I don't remember. But I did change the colors up a little bit. There was some green in here, and I changed the greens to purples. And I think this turned out really cute. I believe I stitched it on a 32 count fabric I don't remember what it's called, sorry. But you can see it has like a purpley grayish hue to it. And I used some Lady Dot Creates Rick Rack. And I actually attached this with magnets so that I could, if I wanted to switch it out and put any other type of like seasonal sign pieces on here, I could. So there's that. I'm gonna sit this back here. There's that one. I love that. Last year, Nicole Spohr did a stitch along for that piece finished on that sign post board from Chantel. All right, this was a stitch along a couple of years ago from Hands On Design. I believe it was called the Costume Party Sal. And so I got the board and everything from Kathy at Hands On Design, and it turned out super cute. I believe I used the called for fabric and floss, and it came with like a little finishing pack with different Rick Racks that you could choose from. And then I just added these ribbons, these bows. So I think that turned out super cute. I love that one. All right. This was a finish I did last year. This is a chart by Heart and Hand, I believe. I think it's called Ye Old Crow. And it's charted in all black, I believe. But I had seen someone else on Instagram change the pumpkin to orange and of course the vines to green. So I copied that. I stitched this on 40 count 40 count grandpa sleeve by XJU Design. It's got these little buttons. I don't remember if the little buttons came with it or if I added that. I think it came with it, but super cute. I just finished it on this block of wood. I think I got this block of wood from Chantel. She had some like old pieces and blocks of barn wood, and she was selling them. So I just mounted it to the front of that and it just stands up just like that. All right. Oh, this was another one I did last year. So cute. I've seen some people stitching it this year. This is called When Pumpkins Glow by Brenda Gervais. It was a new release last year. And this board here is from Chantel's 141 Design Company. It's called the Panorama board, and it was designed specifically for this piece. And I stitched it on 40 count fabric. I don't remember what the fabric was. And I used all of the called for colors. The Pumpkin Girl's shirt was a little too light to see on this fabric, so I did back stitch around her shirt. I think using the color of her skirt, perhaps. So there's that one. I love it. I love it. Fall and Halloween are like one of my favorite holidays to decorate for. Also Christmas. This one I stitched 2 or 3 years ago. This is a chart from Luminous Fiber Arts called Nevermore. And I stitched it using so all the rest of these I used 1 strand over 2. This one looks like it was on a 32 count. I'll take that back. This is probably a 2 over 2 as well, because that's on a 32 count. Anytime I stitch on a 32 count, I'm going to use 2 over 2. 36 counts, it just depends on the coverage. 40 count and up, I use 1 strand. So this one's 2 strands. Again, I don't remember what the fabric is. This piece here came from Michael's. It had like a picture on the front of it that I took off and just added this to the front, and it was the perfect finishing piece. So cute. Let's set this one over here. Okay, let's see what else. I'm gonna move this. This piece was a Liz Matthews, Hello from Liz Matthews. It was in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, and I think it's since been released as a standalone pattern. It's called Boo, and I got this little box frame thing from Hobby Lobby, and I just put like a fabric backing back here and then mounted this to the front of it, and it's so cute. I kind of wish maybe I painted this, but it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. This was a recent finish of mine. This is called Troublemakers by Pedal Pusher. And she has the cutest little series of these little like seasonal animals. I know there's like the mouse one came out. It was like mice and strawberries that came out in the summer called Nibblers. And there was like bunnies and carrots, I believe, that came out in the spring, but I forget what they were called. So cute. Again, just this little box frame that I got from Hobby Lobby that I put a fabric backing in, mounted this on the front with some rickrack behind it, and it turned out super cute. I stitched this, I want to say, on 40 count Tyco using all the called for colors. All right, moving right along. Okay, this one I have mixed feelings about. I don't have mixed feelings about the pattern. The pattern is gorgeous. This is a chart from Little Robin Designs. I don't remember what it was called, but as soon as it came out, I had to stitch it. It is gorgeous. I dyed this fabric myself. I believe it's a 32 count. I used all the called for floss, probably 2/2. So I love the stitching. I love the fabric. I love the design. I don't love my finish. I think maybe the orange fabric behind it just kind of distracts a little bit from the finished piece and all of this stuff. I have found that I prefer a simpler finish. I don't have anything against people who like a more ornate finish, but this is just a little too busy for me. So what I would like to do is take this off of here and maybe refinish it with a more subtle finish. But I have it out for now, displayed in my house until I decide how I want to refinish it. So, but the design is just adorable. If you haven't stitched this one, you really, really should. I love it. Okay, let's see. This was a recent finish. You've seen this recently if you've watched my videos. I finished this last month. This is the Salem Sisters Apothecary by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And I stitched it on Butter Crunch. I believe it's a 40 count butter crunch. No, it's probably not 40 count. I probably stitched it on 32 count because I wanted it to fit on this board. Yeah, it's actually a 32 count because I used 2 strands of floss. I just used 310. I don't remember what the called for was. And it fit on this board perfectly. This board was created by an Etsy shop called More Men Made, which is the Primrose Cottage girl's dad. And he designed this piece to go with this design. I don't know that he has any in his shop. I don't think he does. I know that he recently put some more in his shop, but they went pretty fast. So, you know, that's something you're interested, maybe keep an eye on his Etsy shop. But super cute. I love it. I'm going to set that over here. I'm running out of space here. Okay. And got a few more. All right. I stitched this last year. This is a little pattern from the Witchy Stitcher. I don't remember what it's called, but it's adorable. I love that adorable little ghost with his pink cheeks and the scary ghostly shadows behind him. So cute. I stitched this on 40 count Ancient by Picture This Plus. Finished it with some just fabric on the back that I got at like Joann's, I think, and some Lady Dot Creates pom-pom trim. I also finished this last year. This is from the Tiny Modernist. It's one of the Little Mouse series. I forget what it's called. Maybe Little Mouse's Halloween or something. And I think I stitched this. I'm pretty sure this fabric is from XJU Design. It's a 40 count. I want to say avocado, but I can't remember. And I used all the called for floss. I had to back stitch around the moon because you couldn't see it on the fabric. But it turned out so cute. Got some cute fabric on the back and more Lady Dot palms. I have another finish from last year. I finished a lot of Halloween stuff last year and fall stuff. I finished this last year. In fact, I kitted this up and started it at Chantel's retreat last year, which I'm going to again this year. I went to the Chantel's 141 Pep Rally last year in September, and I purchased this chart while I was there, kitted it up, started it. I know this fabric is from Fabrics by Stephanie. I want to say it's called like lilac or lavender or something. It looks like a 40 count. And I finished it on this cute little ornament piece that I got from one of Chantel's mystery ornament boxes, I believe. And I just added this twine at the top with some beads and some Lady Dot Creates rickrack, and it turned out adorable. You're going to be seeing this pattern a little bit later. Okay, a little more. Hopefully I'm not boring anyone. Oh, and then finally I have my dough bowl of more pillows. I'll go through these kind of fast. I stitched this one several years ago. I had finished it in a frame. I didn't like it in the frame. I decided to take it out of the frame and make a cute little pillow out of it. Put some quilting fabric on the back. Put some really fuzzy chenille on here. Super cute. I had stitched this on like some neutral Aida several years ago. Probably all DMC, and it's super cute. I think the designer is Britter Cup. I'd gotten this out of like an old Just Cross Stitch magazine. This one is like a fall finish from the Blue Flower called Magpie and the Moon. Super cute. Don't you love the variegation in that moon? So pretty. I actually keep this one out all year because I love it, but it's definitely a fallish. It's got a fall vibe with those colors of the leaves. And I stitched it on the called for fabric. I don't remember what that was right now, but gosh, look at the modeling in that fabric. It is super good. Love it. Got some Lady Dot chenille. So pretty. This was a recent finish of mine. This is Grimm's Haunt by Plum Street Samplers. This is on a 40 count fabric. I want to say Latte by Fiber on a Whim. And I used all the called for colors. Super cute. I really have a thing for like this polka dot fabric. Apparently I use it on everything. All right. This was also a recent finish. There's that fabric again, goodness. This was also a recent finish called Be Ye Thankful from Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread using all the called for floss. And I stitched this on a 40 count rustic drab by XU Design. So cute. Love that. I like having like some fall pieces, you know, because once Halloween is over, a lot of these are going to go away, but some of these I can keep out for the rest of the season. This one I finished a couple years ago, I want to say. Oh, I love this one. This is a design from Not Forgotten Farm. I don't remember what it's called, but it's got this adorable witch. I believe her dress is charted in like a yellowy color, but I changed it to purple. I wanted my witch to have a purple dress, and I love the variegation in her hair. I believe I used a Roxy Flossco floss for her hair. I don't remember what it was called though, but it's so pretty. I believe I stitched this on 40 count Elephant Run by Fox and Rabbit. So pretty. And then the final piece I have to show you was one that I also finished last year. This is from the Blue Flower. It's from her pattern called Spooky Autumn Smalls. There's 5 charts in the pattern, and this was one of them. I had to stitch these adorable cats and their little striped socks and their hats. My friend, Handmade by Sarah W, just finished this one recently. She showed it when we did our video. Super cute. Super cute. Those are my previous finishes. Thank you for humoring me for watching that. Or if you didn't want to watch it, hopefully you fast forwarded. Okay, let's get into the more recent stitching. I have a couple of finishes and several whips and some plans. Oh, and stick around to the end of the video. I have some giveaway winners to announce, and I have a couple of new giveaways, so stay tuned. All right, finishes. I have one finish. I have one FFO. I'm going to show you the finish first. This is my finish of Pink Sparrow Sampler. I love it so much. I'll bring it up a little bit closer for you. This is a chart by Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. I stitched it on 40 count Creme Brulee by Tabby Cat. using all of the called for floss, with the exception of this like peachy color. I didn't have that called for floss. I switched it out for a Roxy floss that I had in my stash called Orange Zest, and I think it turned out perfect. So I just am excited to get this one in a frame. My friends Allison, AllieCat13, and Karen, Benton Station Crafter, on Instagram, we like to go up to Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio, and I'm going to be taking this one with me to get framed. Not sure when we're going next, but when we do, this one's coming with. I'm going to sit this over here. Okay, my FFO is this adorable little pillow. This is a chart from Plum Street Samplers called Cardinal Kin, and I stitched it using all the called for floss on a 40 count fabric. I feel like this one's on Latte too, from Fiber on a Whim. And it turned out super cute. I love it so much. This was another one that my friend Sarah, Handmade by Sarah W, stitched. She'd stitched it last year, and I just finished mine, so now we both have our own little cardinals. I used this fabric on the back. I got this from my friend Jody. She has a floss tube called Simply Stitching Ocala, as well as an Etsy shop by the same name. And she sells really cute like bundles, like finishing bundles for cross stitch that come with like fabric and rickrack and felt and all that. So this was in one of the bundles I had purchased from her. I feel like it was from a patriotic bundle I had purchased from her, but I thought that like dark red in the pattern really matched the dark red of the cardinal, so I thought that could work. And got some Lady Dot pom-pom trim, and it's just adorable. I can't wait to put this out with my winter display. Those were my finishes and fully finishes. Now let's talk about whips. I have a few. And these are in no particular order, just the order that I ironed them and stacked them. All right, this one's a blast from the past. You haven't seen this one in a while. And honestly, it doesn't have a whole lot more progress on it than the last time you saw it. If you've been a viewer of my channel for a while and you've seen like whip parades, you've seen this one before. This is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. So many people are stitching this. It's amazing. It's huge. It's wonderful. I love it. I had shown this on my whip parade back in June, and my friend Melissa, Melissa Lore, her Instagram is mlore. Can't remember if there's a number after that. But she contacted me and was like, hey, I have that as a whip too. Do you want to stitch it together? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so we decided that we're going to pull it out on the 13th and the 31st of every month. I forgot on the 13th of August because that was just like right when I was right back into getting back into school, and it completely slipped my mind. But I did remember to get it out on the 31st, and which is the day I started feeling sick last week, so I didn't get a whole lot done, but I got a little bit done, and here it is. So I already had this first block completely finished, so I was working over here and here on this block. So not much progress, but you know what? It's the most progress I've made in like 2 years, so here we are. So thank you, Melissa, for getting me to pull this out and at least put a few stitches in it. And I'll be pulling it out again on the 13th here soon. And, you know, slow and steady wins the race, right? You can't finish something if you don't work on it. Oh, this modeling is really like, it's not that modeled in person. This is a 40 count, I never know how to say this fabric. It's either Veteris or Veteris by Mystic Fabric, and it's just gorgeous. Like I said, that modeling is like really dark on here. It is not that dark in person, but it's got like, you know, like green modeling throughout on this like neutral colored fabric. It's so cool. I love it. And I am using all the called for DMC on here, and that's what I've got. So stay tuned. you should be seeing this fairly often if I'm working on it twice a month. So I'm glad that Melissa got me to pull that out and put some more stitches in it. I am keeping that, and I hope you don't mind. I do take a minute to put everything back in their bags so I don't lose anything. I'm keeping that in this adorable bag that I got from my friend, Michelle Lee. She was selling these last year at the retreat, the Chantel's 141 retreat. And she's going to be back again this year selling more bags, and I can't wait. You can find her on Etsy as Michelle Lee Quilts. Her bags are so good. So good. Beautiful. I love those candy corns. I love candy corn. That's one of those Halloween candies that you either love or you hate. I wish I hated them because I really love them. And I eat too many of them. Anyway. All right, this one is actually a brand new start. I literally started it this morning. I'm almost kind of embarrassed to show you my start because like I have like maybe 30 stitches in it. But I got this in the mail yesterday. You know, as soon as I got home from work, I pulled it out of the wrapper, pulled my floss. I have all the floss, all the called for floss except for 3 of them. So I am going to need to take some time today and find some other floss in my stash that I can sub. But I just could not wait to start this. I'm sure you've seen it. You love it. It's Nettle from Stacy Nash. It's a part of her Animal Crackers series, and she is adorable. She's adorable. I couldn't not stitch her. It was impossible. Look. So there she is. You stitch up Nettle. You stitch up her little mask. Got this little boo circular finish here in her little bucket, her little jack-o'-lantern bucket. I love how they all come with accessories. So cute. I don't know if you watch Annie from XO, Needle in the Hay XO. First of all, I love her. I'd like to be her. She is adorable. She has the coolest style. I want to be her when I grow up. So I don't know if I'll ever be as cool as Annie, but I could try. She did the most fun segment on her most recent video, I believe, where she had asked people if you were a Stacy Nash animal cracker, what would your accessories be? And people had the most fun answers. And so she did like a little show and tell. So like if she had the item that people said that would be their accessory, she like showed it. So like she put on a hat, she put on Mickey Mouse ears, she put on sunglasses. Like it was so fun to watch. You know, I haven't thought about what my accessory would be. I need to think about that. If I was an animal cracker, first of all, if I was an animal cracker, what animal would I be? Annie, I think that's the next question you need to ask. What animal would you be if you were an animal cracker? I'm just saying. Don't you like how I passed the buck to Annie? I'm like, hey, you should do this. But anyway, I digress. And while I was ordering, like I had been looking at all of the market releases and like, okay, like there's a lot of cute stuff, but there was nothing that I like had to have immediately until I saw these. It was an immediate add to cart moment. I had to have them in my collection ASAP. So of course you've got Nettle. Then you've got Clovis. Look at her. She's got her teapot. She is beautiful. Little badger girl. And then you've got Reynard with his overalls. I love his overalls. And his little messenger bag. He is so cute. So I had to have them, even though I ordered all of the animal crackers from Nashville Needlework Market back in the spring. Have I stitched any of those? No, I haven't. And I ordered the little Dachshund animal crackers, the Christmas ones, you know, that came out last winter, and I haven't stitched those either. So I would like to remedy that. I started her this morning, and I am going to just make myself a promise that I always have an animal cracker going. So when I finish Nettle, I'm going to start another animal cracker. So Stacy, if you can kind of slow down on designing those animal crackers because she has older ones too in the series. So I'm gonna need a little time, Stacy. If you can just kind of wait a little bit. Just kidding, don't. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about it and I'm just gonna show you my start. Again, tiny start. I started with the shirt under her dress. I wanted to start at the top of her head there. I'm usually a top left starter, so I thought I was gonna start with her ears, but her fur color is one of the colors I don't have in stash. So I'm gonna have to look at my stash and find something. So I just counted down and started her shirt in Weeks Dye Works Sweet Potato. So tiny start. When I'm done with this video, I'm pulling her back out and putting more stitches in her. This fabric it's a Be Stitch Me. I got this a long time ago when I was in the Be Stitch Me Fabric Club, Fabric of the Month. It's called Scroll, and it's a 36 count because the pattern calls for 36, and I want to do it according to the pattern because I've never made a stand-up shaped pillow like this before, so I want to follow all of the directions for this one. I am keeping this. I literally just got this bag yesterday from my mom, the wonderful, amazing designer of Painted Leaf Co. project bags. So cute. This is what she calls the Bittersweet Farm bags. This is the new fabric line from Teresa Kogut. Oh my God, I love them so much. Love them. Look at that. Look at the acorns. They're so cute. And look at the inside fabric. Perfect. It's perfect. So I had a brand new bag to put my brand new animal cracker in, and I am obsessed. Oh, and check this out. This little squirrel. He's going to eat the acorn. He's so cute. My mom has not put these in her shop yet because sometimes I show bags of my mom's, and by the time the video comes out, they're gone. So in this case, they're not in the shop yet. They'll be in the shop on September 11th. There are two different color variations of this. This one has the black background. I think the other one has like a white or like, you know, cream colored background, different accent fabrics. So definitely go check her shop out. She's putting them in the shop on September 11th. And her shop is called Painted Leaf Co. You can follow her on Etsy and on Instagram. That's where she posts her updates on when her bags are going in the shop. So run, don't walk. Get yourself one of these. Get yourself a Nettle. Put her in here. We can stitch together. Okay, next, speaking of Stacy Nash, she's like quickly becoming a favorite designer of mine. I'm obsessed with her designs, especially this one. I've shown this one several times before. This is another one I'm stitching with my friend Sarah, Handmade by Sarah W. We recently showed our progress on our video together, and since then we've made more progress. So you haven't seen this progress yet, even if you watched that video. Here I am. Isn't it gorgeous? So since you saw it last, I have added this tree, this dog, and this little flower here. So check it out. It is stunning. I love it so much on this fabric. This fabric is a 40 count Saltbush by Fox and Rabbit. I'm stitching with a combination of the called for floss and my own conversion because I didn't have all of the colors in stash. And it's just, I'm gonna bring that in a little bit farther. It's just gorgeous. When I stitch on this, I don't want to stop. This is one that Sarah and I work on like together. We're in the same place. We make the same progress at the same time. We set monthly goals for ourselves. And when I finish that goal, it takes everything in me to put my needle down and put it away and not keep working on it. Which is fine because I also don't want it to end, but it's going to be ending soon because check this out. I have all of that done. The only thing we have left to do is the back of the sewing bag. So that border, these two urns with the, what are those, like berries or something in them? And then this little thing in the middle. and the hearts, and we're done. And then we have to assemble it. I've never done a finish like this before. I'm a lot nervous about it, but I'm also excited about it. So it's going to be great. So there's that. The back part of it, we actually stitched down below. So you like fold it. You fold it in half and make the bag that way. So love that one. Love it. That's definitely up there as like one of my very favorite stitches. And this one lives in a bag from Buckleberry Quilts on Etsy. Her bags are amazing too. Love this one. I thought the colors really went well with the whole vibe of the project. So very nice. Okay, next, I had told you in my last video that I had plans to start this one. This is called the Modern Botanical Wedding Sampler by Counting Puddles. This was a new release at Nashville Needlework Market. I was going to start it on my anniversary, which was August 11th. And my plan is to stitch this and get it finished by our 20th anniversary. So we just celebrated 17 years. So I've got 3 years to finish this. This is not something that I need to finish now, but I have set myself a goal to pull this out on the 11th of every month, since the 11th is the day we got married. And that way I can just kind of make some steady progress on it over the years. I had chosen a fabric for this, and when I pulled it out to stitch on it on the 11th, I did not like it. It was very stiff. I'm not remembering now what it was. I was so disgusted by it, I just promptly forgot what it was. Do I still have it in my bag? It might still be in my bag. Hold up. No, I don't think it is in my bag. I think I was so disgusted with it. Oh, I think I know what I did with it. I think I stuck it in a bag, you know, for the next retreat I go to put it on the freebie table, because I don't want it. I don't want it. Maybe somebody can use it for something else. But anyway, so I had to buy a new fabric. And so I ended up ordering this fabric called Friendship Green from Fabrics by Stephanie. It's a 40 count, and I have the smallest little start. I started top left corner, this like, I think that's a leaf. I don't know, but that's what I've got. I chose this color fabric. Like you can see on here, it's stitched on like a cream colored fabric, but I wanted a colored fabric because, let me hold this up too, because in my wedding, the bridesmaids wore like a sage green. They wore sage green dresses, and these colors were like the colors of the flowers in my bouquet. If you watch my last video, I actually showed that bouquet and some pictures. And so I thought, you know, this color fabric and those colors really, you know, represented my wedding. So got a small little start. I started it when I was homesick from school on Tuesday. So I literally just started it the other day. Better late than never, right? I'm keeping this in an adorable bag from Wildberry Stitching. She's on Etsy. She's on Instagram. Her bags are adorable. And I just thought this color palette was bright and fun, just like the colors in my wedding sampler. So I love it. So go check out her shop too. Okay. We're getting there. All right, next. Oh, I love this one too. I mean, I love all of them. That just kind of goes without saying, but I can't help myself. All right, this one is Autumn Bee by the Blue Flower. Blue Flower is my favorite designer. Sorry, I feel like I have dog hair on my face. Story of my life. Anyway, this chart is so good. I think this is like, besides Huckleberry Farm, I think this is my favorite Blue Flower design that I've ever stitched on. So here we are. Here's my progress. I would really like to focus on this one this month and get a finish. If you've watched me for any amount of time, you know I have a goal that I set for myself at the beginning of the year that I'm calling 24 finishes in 24, where I finish 24 whips that I had started prior to 2024. And so that comes out to 2 a month. And so this is one that I want to be one of my monthly 24 and 24 finishes. So as you can see, I still have a lot of stitching to do, but I think I could totally get this done this month. And my friend Sarah, that I've mentioned already, she is stitching this with me, and we're both going to try to finish it this month. She has made some excellent progress on hers. So definitely check out her next video. She'll have a new video probably next week, but she'll be showing her progress, and hers is amazing. I'm stitching mine on, I thought it was a 40 count, but my stitches are so tiny. I really feel like this is a 46 count Heather by Fiber on a Whim. I am using all of the called for dinky dies. And if you've never stitched with dinky dies before, you need to, because they are fabulous. They are amazing. They're so soft. They're vibrant. I can't get enough of them. So that's my progress there. And I'm just going to keep plugging away. So the next time you see it, hopefully there's a lot more done on it. I mean, look how pretty these colors are. They're so good. I love them. I'm keeping all of this in a project bag from Jess at Como Stitches on Instagram and Etsy. And you can see why I picked this bag for that project. Come on. The purple, the bees, perfect. It was a no-brainer. Perfect. Oh, and I forgot to mention, speaking of my 24 and 24 finishes, those 2 finishes I showed you earlier, my Pink Sparrow sampler and my Cardinal kin, those were my 2 24 and 24 finishes for August. I had started Cardinal kin in December of 2023. And I had started Pink Sparrow sampler, I want to say like in 2022. So check those off the list. All right. I have 3 things left to show you. I'm going to move this one. I want to save that one for last. Okay. Next is another one that I'm doing with Sarah W. This is another one where we set monthly goals and we keep up with each other on our goals. This is called Tom's Foolery by Hands Across the Sea. I got mine as a PDF download from her website, and we're using all of the called for DMC. I love it. Here's mine. That's what it looks like. So Sarah and I have set ourselves a goal to work on, where am I at? Well, that's upside down. That's why it looks weird. We're working on this little corner over here. So I have started on that goal down there, and I need to keep working on that. So I'm stitching this on 40 count Lightning by Needle Bling Designs, and it's just such a fun stitch. I'm enjoying watching all of the little pieces unfold as we stitch. And I need to finish filling in my border there. Sarah's got her border filled in. I don't know why, but it's just one of those things that I'm like, oh, I don't feel like doing that. So I don't. I just need to do it. Just do it. I'm keeping this in a super fun, super colorful, super gorgeous bag that I got from my friend Lori. She is the Grateful Needle on Instagram. And she is such a prolific stitcher. Her stitches look amazing. And she's always got beautiful things that she's showing on her Instagram. So go check her out. Look at those bear faces. I love them. I believe this is Tula Pink fabric. Gorgeous. So of course I had to keep my very colorful project in my very colorful bag. Thank you, Lori. All right, 2 more to go, guys. All right, this one is an ongoing stitch. In fact, I started this last year for my birthday. It is called the designer is Moira Blackburn. It is called 3 Things Sampler. There is a picture of it. It's very large. It's very detailed. It's stunning. So I didn't work on it for quite a while, and then I pulled it out recently, and for a while there I was doing really good about focusing on it and doing it on Mondays, but since I went back to school, everything has just gone haywire, and I haven't worked on it in a while, but I have worked on it since I showed it to you last. So I do have a little bit of progress. I'll show it to you. Here we are. Since you saw it last, I have added these berry bowls up here and these words here. I think I had everything else already in place before, but that's where I'm at. Some progress is better than no progress. This is on a 46 count Rocky Mountain by X2 Design. As you can see, I stitch on a lot of X2 Design fabric and Fox and Rabbit. Those are my two favorite fabric dyers. I stitch on a lot of Fiber on a Whim too. I think Fiber on a Whim is also a favorite of mine, but here we are. It's gorgeous. Okay, and I'm keeping that in a bag from my friend Michelle. A different Michelle, not Michelle Lee Quilts, but an equally talented friend named Michelle. She made this for me, gave it to me last fall, and it's gorgeous. And that's where I keep my special project. I like to keep special things in special bags, especially like if it's something that was made for me by a friend. And here's the colors. Oh my goodness. They're so pretty. DMC. I'm using all the called for DMC. I think that one's charted. Let me look. It's charted. No, it's charted just in DMC. So that's pretty cool. Whoops. I almost forgot to put my floss away for Tom's Foolery. I don't want to be leaving any floss out and then being like, okay, what does that go to? I want to keep myself organized here. Okay. And then one final whip to show you. And if I didn't mention before, WIP stands for work in progress. As you can see, all of these things are things that are in progress. None of them are finished. So this was a recent start for Sampler September, also for the Back to School Sal. And so my friend Sarah, Handmade by Sarah W, and I decided to start the Floral Motif Sampler by the Scarlett House. I love it. Oh, it's so good. So good. In fact, we had a very long discussion on our video that we did together about fabric choice. And she chose an amazing fabric. And I think I did too. We're stitching on different colors, different counts. Sarah's an Aida stitcher and I'm a linen stitcher. So that's kind of something fun about our videos because everything she stitches is on Aida. Everything I stitch is on linen. They all look fantastic. And I think people appreciate seeing, you know, the different fabrics. So anyway, we started this on the 1st and we are using the hashtags Back to School Sal and Sampler September. And here's my start. I'm stitching mine on 40 count Silver Fox by Fiber on a Whim. And I'm using all of the called for floss. I believe they are all Gentle Arts except for one Weeks Dye Works. So here we are. That's where I'm at. It's gorgeous. I love it on the 46 count. My stitches are so teeny tiny and gorgeous. And I just love it so much. I can't wait to stitch on that one some more. So those are my whips. That's what I've been working on. Pulling them all out and showing them like this is actually kind of helpful to me because I've been kind of feeling all down like, oh, I haven't gotten to stitch that much because I'm back at school and when I get home I'm tired. But honestly, I mean, granted this was like over all that I showed you was over a month, but I'm getting stuff done, so I'm not going to complain. Okay, the last couple of things I have for you are like some upcoming plans and then giveaways. Let's do plans and then giveaways, and then I'll say goodbye and let you guys get back to your day. Let's see, plans, what I have coming up. I mean, I'm going to work on a lot of different things, but some specific things I want to work on is I need to get to my next seasonal stitch in the Seasonal Courier series by Robin Pickens. This one is called Blackbird's Autumn. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I've stitched the Robin's Spring and Blue Jay's Summer, and I display them in my calendar cubby by Paisleys and Polka Dots. So now that I have my fall decor out, my Blue Jays summer is looking a little out of place. So I need to stitch this up and pop it into my calendar cubby. So hopefully by the time I see you next, I will have this at least started. So and those seem to go pretty fast for me. There's like a lot of block stitching in these pieces. So yeah, hopefully I can get that one stitched up pretty quick. I keep that whole series in this beautiful bag made by my sister. Her shop is on Etsy called Pepper Pot Shop. She's also on Instagram as well. You should follow her. She always posts when she's putting new bags in her shop. This is perfect. Next, I would like to work some more. Oh, not some more. I would like to stitch another one of the Spooky Autumn Smalls. So if you remember, I showed the cats before. So my friend Sarah and I decided that we want to stitch this spider and the spider web biscornu. So that one's coming up next. And I believe I stitched the cats on 40 count cypress, and so I pulled that color out again, and I'm just using all of the called for DMCs. So I have that all pulled out, ready to go, and my little Teresa Kogut Halloween bag from As the Yo Flies on Etsy. I'll put all of these bag makers down in the description. So I know I've showed you a lot of different bags by a lot of different designers. I will put those in the description below with a link to their shop. So no worries. I probably should have said that before in case some of you are like furiously trying to write this down. Apologies. All right. Another one, this wouldn't be a new start, but it's one I definitely need to get back to. I started it, and then I was working on a lot of other things. So this is the Witchy Way Mystery Stitch Along by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. You can't see the design because it's a mystery. However, the first two shops or buildings have already been released. This middle one here and this one here. And the first clue was the one in the middle. And let me look at my design. I can't show you the pattern, obviously. But, okay, yeah. So this first building here is called Bat Tavern. I don't have the sign stitched yet, but it's going to be called Bat Tavern. And that's my start on it. I am stitching this on the fabric that came in the kit. In fact, I was sent the kit by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. Sally contacted me and asked if I wanted to, promote their Sal, and she would send me a kit. And so she sent me the kit. The kit came with instructions. It came with all of the DMC that comes on these fun cards. And then it has these little holes where I hang my extra threads after I've unwound them. So pretty. Look at these colors. They're all DMC too. Gorgeous. Came with the fabric. You can for this one, you can choose 14 count Aida, 16 count Aida, and I chose the 32 count even weave. So it's a Gray's Weigart fabric. And it even came with like a needle. So everything you needed to like get started right away. So like I said, the first two parts of the Sal have come out, but there are going to be more, obviously. You can still purchase this stitch along if you go to caterpillarcrossstitch.com, and if you purchase the kit, you can use my code. I think my code is still working. The code is Witchy10 Sarah with an H. I will put the code below as well as a link to the stitch along if you would like to join me. My friends Allison and Karen, who I mentioned before, AllieCat13, Benton Station Crafter, they are stitching this. They're way ahead of me. Theirs looks amazing. You should check out their Instagrams. They're both using glow-in-the-dark floss for the like the windows and the signs above the doors. So cool. So cool. They're killing it. It looks amazing. Oh, and I don't remember where I put it. There was a cute little ghost needle minder that I got that you can get as an add-on to your kit. Super cute. But if you use my code, you can get 10% off the kit purchase. You can join me, you can stitch it with me, and it would be awesome. I'm keeping this in a very cute bag that I got from Vintage Owl Lady on Etsy. Love it. And then another plan that I have coming up is also another caterpillar cross stitch. I can't resist their mystery sales. So they contacted me and were like, hey, we are doing a Christmas one called Holly Jolly Kitchen. And I was like, yes, I'll do that one too. So here's the blurred out picture of what will be the Holly Jolly Kitchen. Your kit comes just like this in this adorable pink envelope. And it tells you everything that the kit contains on the back, which is cool. And so, let me show you my kit. Inside here, you have your instructional sheet. Also this cute little postcard that says woohoo, and their contact info. Came with fabric again. Let's see, the fabric choices this time were a pale green Zweigart fabric, and you could get it in 14, 18, or 28 count even weave. I chose the 28 count. Comes with all of the DMC floss, again on these handy, cute cards. Pre-sorted, love it. And then you can also add on the mince pie needle minder. Look. Their needle minders are so good. They're metal, they're very strong and sturdy, and they're adorable. Oh, I forgot to mention the ghost one that you can add on to your witchy waist-out, glows in the dark. No, that's pretty cool. If you want to join the stitch along, it hasn't started yet, so there's time to get it and start it when it starts. It starts, I think the first clue comes out on September 17th. And you can purchase the kits now. They come pretty quickly, and you can use my code HJK, that stands for Holly Jolly Kitchen, HJK10 Sarah, to get 10% off of your kit purchase. And don't forget to add on the needle minder, the little mince pie needle minder. I already have this in a project bag because this project bag is perfect. I got this from my sister just today. My sister Megan is the owner of Pepper Pot Shop on Etsy. She and my mom and my handsome nephew Rowan came by today to drop off this bag for me. Look at it. I was like, well, that's going to be perfect for my Holly Jolly Kitchen. Look at that. You got your little rolling pin here and your oven mitts and your cookie cutters. I think my sister, it was like my sister knew. She didn't, but it's almost like she did. Check out this little charm on here. It goes perfectly with the fabric. And the inside is so pretty and colorful. I love this. So I'm ready. I'm ready for the Holly Jolly Kitchen sale. Bring it on. Let's do it. Okay. Giveaways. Let's do giveaways, and then I'm going to let you guys get back to your day. First, I have a couple of giveaway winners to announce. So in my last video, which was a month ago, I had talked about a Etsy shop called Ladybug Stitches. The owner is Hannah, and she designs the cutest little patterns. In fact, she has this monthly series called All Piled Up, and she had sent me her charts for June. So the June was the strawberries. Perfect, I love it. Gonna need to stitch that next year. And then September, this is timely. We've got the leaves there, so cute. And she had sent me those, but she had also said that she wanted to give away 2 of her patterns to 2 of my viewers. So thank you, Hannah. So I told all of you that if you wanted to be entered in the giveaway, just use the word season in your comment somewhere. And so I randomly chose 2 winners, and here they are. So we have Edith, I'm going to say your name wrong, probably Edith Boucher, 5687, and then Leslie Garcia, 9590. Oops, I think that was supposed to be 9593. Leslie, 9593. So those are my winners. If that is you, please contact me. You can email me at stitchysarahreads@gmail.com, or you can message me on Instagram at stitchysarahreads, and just give me your email address because Hannah can send those to you as a PDF. And you can choose any pattern in her shop. It doesn't have to be one of the ones that I showed. So congratulations, guys. All right, I have 2 other giveaways. The first one is this chart. I showed this finish before. So I have 2 copies of this. What happened is I had ordered this last year and then promptly forgot about it when I got to Chantel's 141 pep rally last year, at which Kathy from Hands On Design was the guest designer. And oh shoot, okay, I just remembered I forgot to show something. That's okay, I'll show it next time. Anyway, squirrel. Kathy was there at the retreat. She was selling her patterns. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have this. Forgetting that I had already ordered it and it was on its way to my house anyway. So yeah, I have 2 copies of this one. I like to keep, even though I've stitched it, I like to keep a copy for myself because I have family and friends and children who stitch, and they might want to inherit my patterns one day. And I just like to keep things. Anyway, I didn't need an explanation there. Anyway, I have an extra copy. I want to give it to one of you. So for this one, you can be international. It's fine because it's just a thin little pattern. It's not going to cost me too much to send out. The only thing that I ask is that you be a subscriber and you like my video and leave a comment below. I would like for you to use the word, let's see, use the word treat in your comment. Okay, there's that one. All right, I do have another one. So my friend Jody from Simply Stitching Ocala, she's on Instagram, she is on Flosstube, and she has an Etsy shop. She offered to give me something to give away to all of you. And so it's still packaged. I didn't want to unpackage all of it because I want to be able to send it to you and not have it tampered with. So she sent a bundle of goodies for one of my viewers. Let me tell you what's in the bundle. So it's a Spring Bee cross stitch finishing bundle. It comes with 4 fat quarters in here. It comes with 4 yards. So the fat quarters are from Riley Blake. The 4 yards of fabric are from Lori Holt, Being My Bonnet. And there are 4 pieces of felt to use on the back of a pillow finish. You've got some Lori Holt 5-inch stackers in bee plaids and a cute little needle minder from Jody. She has been making these and selling these in her shop. This is one that I got from her recently called Autumn Blessings. There's a QR code too there if you want to check out her shop. But there's one of her cute little needle minders in here as well. So this adorable bundle could be yours. All you need to do is in the comments, use the word simply. Because her shop is called Simply Stitching Ocala. She lives in Florida. And yeah, just use that word in the comments, simply. Do not use the words win, giveaway, free, you know, just because that attracts unwanted attention or the bots. Make sure that you are 18 or older because I have to get your address to send that to you. And because this is, you know, bigger and heavier, I would ask that that you be from, you know, the US, because that's going to cost me a little more to ship. And I would ask that you be a subscriber, you like my video, and you leave a comment below. And yeah, I think that's about it. I appreciate you guys spending your time with me today, as always. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing if you liked what you saw today. And I think that's it. I did want to say too, you know, I have, you know, as I mentioned before, it's been kind of a busy time of year for me. And I know, you know, I get a lot of comments. I get a lot of comments here on my videos. I get a lot of messages over on Instagram and comments on my posts and stuff. And I know that I've missed a few. It is hard when I get like Instagram messages. I'll read them, and then if I don't have time to respond to them in the moment, I'll be like, I'll respond later. And then I just kind of lose them. So I know that a few have gotten away from me. So I wanted to say I'm sorry if you've messaged me and I haven't responded to you. I just really haven't had the bandwidth to respond to every comment and message I've gotten lately. And it's not because I don't appreciate you, and it's not because I don't, you know, want to hear from you. It's just I just haven't been able to lately. I've been struggling with time and illness, and I hope you'll give me a little grace in that area. And if you've asked me a question or said something to me and I didn't respond to it, no, it wasn't anything personal. I just couldn't in that time. So, you know, we all go through busy periods in our life. So I just ask for a little grace. If there was something you asked me and I didn't respond and you really would like an answer to, feel free to message me again. No worries there. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to throw that out there because I was feeling a little guilty about it. You know, but I think most of us understand that there are just times in our life where we're just a little busier than others. So hopefully with the school year having started and we're getting into routines now, I can just kind of take a deep breath and be a little less stressed out. We'll see. Anyway, all right. I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to let you guys get back to your day. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye.